What's up, beautiful children of light out there? It is your main man, the Badwolf, coming at you Wiley style, because that's what we do around here. So what is this particular video about? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. See, some things haven't changed from my beginnings. All right, so this one we're going to be talking about the given name. Now, I could have sworn I made a video on this some time ago, and I am not able to find it in my collection. So let's do it again. All right. So the given name. Now, what do we know about the given name offhand? We know that the given name is supposed to be the first and what they refer to as the middle name, okay, together. That which is called the surname or the last name or the servant name, as the master gave the servant their name, is well, and just that, slave terms, slave names, slavery names, okay? Also, we know that the last name, or as it's referred to as the last name, really is your clan, your tribe, your nation, your house of, and whatnot, and what so forth. So that's why sometimes you'll see documents, they'll say, put your given name here or your legal name. Are they the same thing? No, they are not. And we're going to show that. A legal name, and also this video is we're going to delve into, instead of making two separate videos, we're going to go into the Social Security Administration's information on the transmutation of the name, because I could have sworn I made a video on that one. I can't find that one either. Maybe I've made so many videos, I don't remember all 900 of them individually, but either way, that's okay. So I remember that I don't remember that I remember. So let's take a look at some screen sharing. So once again, I want to thank all the people out there who have been so diligently assisting me, helping to point out any minor things I need to, get reorganized and whatnot. And all the people who support on my lives and every day, and send shout outs on their channels and on their Facebooks and Instagrams about the wolf. Thank you guys. Okay. As I hear about you guys mentioning me, I will mention you guys back. That's love right there. All right. We're not going to give the system what they want, which is us infighting amongst ourselves. And I got to have all the claim of all the fame. I got to have all the fortune. I got to have all this. No. And once again, people, if you see somebody charging way too much for information or whatever else, don't be beguiled into it. Okay. There's always a way to find it out there for a little bit cheaper. I will definitely say I'm still yet one of the cheapest people out there for some of the best information that is around. Also, make sure that you are not scammed by somebody pretending to be me or a group or whatever else. I will never ask you for any money or any of that stuff other than right here for a donation on Black Site 32. Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you brought that up because you can do donations on there. So everything that is me will be on blacksite32.com. So donations, correspondence, my social media platforms, my 6 other YouTube channels now are up on there on the social media page. So everything is there. New information, new files are updated every couple of weeks. So be sure to check that out and we'll go from there. All right, let's jump on it, shall we? Shabang-a-bang. All right. The legal name. A person's legal name typically, now you have to be careful with words like this. Typically does not mean always or is. It just means sometimes it is this and sometimes it is that. So a person's legal name typically is the same, which means only that, typically, but it's not always. Okay, that's the hijack right there. All right. And as always, guys, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, especially if you appreciate me and the entertainment that is this information. Comprising a given name and a surname, okay? So your first name and middle name are your given name. It's compound first name. Native Americans don't have last names. They got nations, tribes, clans, house of, whatever. Okay. The orders vary according to culture and country. So there can be some differences here. Are also country by country differences on changes of legal names of marriage. So the legal name is when you're doing things in a legal capacity, in a legal jurisdiction. Are you over the age of 18 for them to recognize you as being a legal person with legal abilities in their political jurisdiction? And that's public. These are public things. Now, there are some variances in here, but these are all public things. And then you've got the private side, the private sector. Now, some public things can be made private or tax exempt or whatever else, but in general, all of them are considered public. All right. So let's see here. A given name is a name that precedes one's surname. So a name that precedes your surname, your servant name, or the family name, so last name. So that would be your first and middle. So your first and middle, okay, are your given name. All right, the whole thing together really is your whole entire given name because it's, been given to you. It distinguishes an individual from other members of a group. So you have a different first and middle name so that it can differentiate between your, what does it say? From other members of a group, your clan, or a family. Okay? So that means you are a leader of your, or a member of a family, a clan, a group, a house, a nation. All right. Yeah, there's some other things I'm looking at. Yeah. Now, so, it just kind of popped up. So, Black Site 32. This is a shameless little plug because it's already on my desktop. So this is my YouTube channel for Ancient Aliens, Health and Immortality, things I do in the real world, life coaching, the other Badwolf media, the main Badwolf media channel, spirituality, dealing with the Elohim and energy. My primary channel, which is what you guys are on right now, my channel on Rumble, the official fan page on Facebook, my Instagram, me on Odyssey, me on Patreon, TikTok, Twitter, and that's it for now. Okay, let's get back to your regularly scheduled program. So let's take a look here with the Social Security Administration, the POMS manual, Program Operations Manual, has to say about your name. What is a legal name? Now, notice they don't just say a name, but a legal name. This is a modifier, okay? This modifies that which is and precedes it to say and show that it's not just what this is modifying it. So it's not a name. They're telling you specifically it's a legal name. So for the Social Security enumeration process, a legal name consists of first name and last name, or your servant name, surname. So a legal name is just the first and last. That's it. Now let's see what they have to say about the middle. The legal name is a name used to sign legal documents. So public, legal, contractual, over the age of 18, in the legal jurisdiction, in public. You have the abilities to do these things in their jurisdiction. See, what you guys don't understand is that take like 20 different oil-based, oil and water-based colors and swirl them all up. Okay. Some of them are going to blend together. Some of them are going to not blend. Why? Because they are different in their composition. So there's a difference the same way between your public side and your private side. But then some things that are private can be made public while still being private. Some things can be public and yet have a private side and be made, but yet exist in the public. For example, McDonald's, though they are everywhere, are actually a private company, but yet they're in the public. They serve the public, but the company itself was created as a private company. That's how it's registered, recorded. So what does it say here about the middle name? We do not consider the middle name or suffix part of the legal name. So they're saying when you use your middle name, this is one of the reasons why we do this, it's not part of your legal name. So they're saying legally, we don't recognize the middle name, only your first and last. Whether the middle name or suffix is included, omitted, or incorrectly shown on evidence, document supported with a SS5 application, which is also an update, doesn't matter. It's right up. Look, right here. This is straight up. We don't care. We don't give up. Yeah, doesn't matter. We don't care. Both the middle name and suffix, even if not part of the legal name by the Social Security Administration's definitions, should be used to resolve situations where the identity of an applicant or number holder is in question. So what they're saying here is that unless you and your dad or you and somebody else are similar, then they will recognize the middle name or the initial. Otherwise, legally, they're saying they don't care. First, last name, that's it. Thanks for playing. Given name and family name. I mean, you guys are seeing this, right? This is not just me. You guys are seeing this, right? Okay, they're talking about it. So here they're saying there's a difference here. So the given name and the family name, what do they say here? The first word. They like to sneak things past you guys if you don't know what you're looking at or how to identify things. Translate here does not mean just to read. Okay. Translate means to change from one state to another. This is what I talk about when I say they transmute the name. So they're saying translate the given name. Okay, so let's just take 2 seconds. So what are they doing? They're literally saying, I get it that you're giving me a given name and a family name. This is what they did to a lot of the immigrants when they came over here. They shortened up their names. They changed it. They translated into a public entity name, a vessel, a straw man, a nom de gore, a vessel, business trust. You're changing it from one state to another. This is what gives them authority. When you gave them the given name, they translated it into something that can be used in the public. So you translate the name. So not only do you raise it into all uppercase lettering or upper and lowercase lettering, which then removes you from being underneath the Constitution of the United States of America and the private into a public entity. All that is done in this little simple word here. Just like if you look at your food packaging, you'll see that some items on your ingredient list will say sucrose, which is sugar, high fructose corn syrup made from corn, concentrated into a white goo of super sweet substance. And the word sucralose. Well, that sounds like the same word, but they added an A in there. That one letter is not a mistake. That one letter is a modifier. It changes the fact that you're going from having sucrose, which is natural sugar, though it's been processed, into sucralose, which has 17 different other chemicals in it. chemicals. Anyway, I digress. So watch what you put in your body, people. That's all I got to say. Okay. Translate given names and family names shown on documents submitted as SSN evidence to be the first and last name on the Social Security number application. So they're telling you what they're doing right here. They're not hiding it. You guys just aren't looking for it. The given names, see, look, see how they put the S in there? That's a modifier. So it's not just your first name. So your given name, like I told you guys since day one, let's see what it says, is equal to your full first name and middle name. Booyah. Take that, trolls. Told you. First and middle name is your given name. Compound first name. Boom, boom. Either of which may have more than one part. Family name equals your last name, your surname, your family name. May include junior, senior, whatever else. The family name, or that's in the middle name, and the suffix can be removed of the enumeration system. They're conforming you to enumerate. You're being conformed to DLC for the word doctor. DLC stands for Declaration of Conformity. Docket, doctor, doc. Same thing here. The enumeration system. They have a system in place. Now, one of the things you guys should do, like I made in my other video, is pull your full Nubident record. Okay? That way you can see who's been using your Social Security accounts. We all know it's a link to your other accounts. Okay? I made a video on that, so look it up, or otherwise look up Nubident record. Nubident record. You can pull it from the SSA. All right. So a legal name is the name that identifies a person. Okay, we know that that means something different than what it is. For legal, administrative, and other official purposes. Does this sound private to you? No, this is public stuff. And it sounds like it's in a jurisdiction. Legal name is a name that identifies a person for legal, administrative, and other official purposes. A person's legal name, legal birth name, generally is the name of the person that was given for the purpose of registration of the birth. Yeah, a birth of what? Well, we know it's the birth of the legal entity. I mean, they basically say right here, it's a legal name. They don't say live birth. It's a legal birth. They legally birthed something. A company, an entity in their jurisdiction. You were made. If I wasn't a Boy Scout and I joined a Boy Scout, then I become a Boy Scout. And I actually am an Eagle Scout. And then sometimes, depending on where you join, they give you a initiation name. Well, your initiation name, which is actually a legal name, allows you to do legal things or be a part of their legal, juridical, political jurisdiction. So there you have it, my good people. This is why anytime you change your name in common law, because you have the right to do that, you are creating a private side. You're taking back. Now, we all know that they're not going to just give us back See, the problem is that the legal name in all capitalized letters or upper and lowercase lettering is their jurisdiction. We've already looked at it in Black Law's dictionary under capitis dimutio maxima, which is Latin for large lettering diminishes your rights. Now, when you create a name, a private new given name, because we know they're not going to just give us back the name that we gave them, we can put it in all lowercase lettering, but they're going to say that's semantics, it's the same thing, and then it's not semantics, but it does look like the same thing, but they're not. One's a legal entity in the public, one's a living being in the private. It's no different than if you go to the IRS right now and create a business with the same name as yours. Are you that entity? No, you're operating that entity. So what did the states do? The states brought us in to their political jurisdictions through the means of voting, voter registration, driver's license, all these things. They said you need to do what? Prove residency. Prove to us that you are residing within our corporation, our corporate jurisdiction, right? So when you create something like a private trust and you transfer your house, property, assets into, and I recommend a different one for each one, don't put them all in one. That's, you want to compartmentalize, like the military. You are creating a new entity to operate your life. And you can do this because you have the right under common law. You can then use that privately, but if you, and that's why I said in one of my most famous videos a long time ago, I said, do not renounce your U.S. citizenship. Now, right now, I'm sure all the agents out there are like, yes, woo, go Wolf. First time I like you. Here's the reason why. Because if you need their benefits or privileges, say the police department, fire department, those are for public persons who are residents. If you only have a private side, you're going to need to contract with the city and them with your private side. And if you're not paying taxes, you have everything private, they might want to charge you. Or they might not want to help you at all. And I tell you, well, sir, you've got it, you're private. So it's about having your private side and your public side, your cake and your ice cream, and eating it too, as they say, and wielding either of them as you see fit. Now, do you have to do, for me, we'll just say James C. Lovett versus James Charles of the House of Lovett. Two separate things. Two separate entities. Public, private. But do you have to even use that modified name, James Charles of the House of Lovett? Really? No, you don't. You can make up whatever you want. You're a grown person, as long as you're over 18. Do what you want. So it's up to you. Create your private side, make it hot. Now, somebody wanted me to make a video on this, so the given name, so we're talking about it. What more can I tell you? You and the private are the boss over the system itself. Not when you're in the public with your legal name. You're a pawn, low-level functionary, the lowest of low, a slave, essentially, legally, a legal slave, or an employee to the system, underneath all of them. You talk to any of these people privately, friends and family who work in there, they'll tell you that they all call the public and consider the public stupid. That's why they're there, to govern that. So in some instances, you will find that you need to mention to them that you are private or that you are a secured party creditor. Okay, or you need to speak to them in their private capacity or privately. So what steps can you take for your, we already know about the legal name, your private name? Well, your private name, your private side, you can mail yourself letters to get your name flowing so that it can be seen, but you're not registering it anywhere. Don't use the zip code. Don't use the 2-digit abbreviation for your state, either the 3-digit abbreviation or write the whole thing out. Always put USA on your envelopes. Add yourself to your own debit cards or credit cards as an authorized user. Change your electric bill, your cell phone name on there. Any of those things you want to start creating it. Use it to start creating if you want, you could start to interface it with creating a credit account and start generating the credit report. Go to TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, all them, and put your information on there for a credit profile. Then you're starting to build it. So it's not really that hard. It's just they like you guys to be fat, happy, and dumb, because then you're easier to control. Now, don't get it wrong. I understand to a certain degree, because there are some people out there who want to abuse information for their purposes, but there have always been those people, and there always will. But a majority of people are good. How do I know that? Because the system is still flowing. The United States of America, or as I like to call it, the United States of New Atlantis, even though Atlantis used to be a good thing and then it got corrupt, is not on fire. Because if everybody knew everything that was going on, it would be hell and high water right now. And I don't even know all the good stuff. So it's up to you. Do you have to do that? No. If you're perfectly happy with your given name, or excuse me, your legal name and operating as a legal entity, that's fine, as long as you know what it is. Remember, the state created that. That's why the hospital, they said, oh, here's your certificate of live birth, and they'll say by law, which it's not a law, it's a regulation, a statute, and a code for residents to register their property, because you're saying that I'm already a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, and I'm so happy with it, and they want me to register it. They're saying by code I should, so then by golly I will. Yeah, but you don't have to. It'd be unconstitutional for them to tell you, the private person, which you're both, and you were the private person first before becoming a legal juridical person. So you can operate in the private, and your stuff is private until the moment you register it. Now you're bringing the states into your marriage, into your home with your children and whatever else. And if you want those benefits and privileges, then that's what you should do. But you have a choice in that initial moment. They can't force you, no matter what they say and how they scream and threaten. They can't do anything until you get the birth certificate from the state, because they're the ones who turns you into a legal person, not the government. The government's really on your side. They know what's going on. But if you decide to play ball with the sketchy neighbors across the street, then that's on you. Remember, even this, well, let me say this correctly. None of them ever came knocking on your door to offer you their benefits or privileges. You left your house to go use stuff in the public. So you can't even really be mad at them. Our parents did the same thing. You took all the stuff. Here's your cards. Here's your stuff. You're grown now. Here's your Social Security card. Here's your this. And you never questioned it. See, that's how I got here. I question everything. Everyone, everything. If you don't question, if you don't ask, if you don't stand up, then you're just a sheep with a whole lot of extra wool on you and a hot iron. Next. Well, the rest of them are out there in the field like, ooh, he got sheared, he got. I ain't seen Bob in a while. Whatever, Bob? I don't know. Well, because that is a system. So you can be a part of it as long as you know what's going on and how to move with it. And even if you don't want to be part of, enjoying the whole private side, that's fine. As long as you know what's going on, so that you're not duped. Okay. It is a system. It is legal. It is legit. A lot of people out there, oh, taxes are illegal. Taxes are not illegal. Taxes are perfectly legal for residents, U.S. citizens who want to participate in that jurisdiction. So that's it. Really can't tell you guys much more about the name. I mean, that's it. You know, you can create your own name. You can operate in the private. You can operate in the legal. That's it. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, and notifications. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the day. It is warm here. I got the AC on. Oh, but not a whole lot in this room right now. So I'm gonna make a couple more videos and I'm going to enjoy myself. So you guys take care. All right. Keep your head up and stay positive, seek light, and reach out to your family. Make amends, take care of yourselves, keep your faith, you know, and stay healthy, stay wise, stay woke. I believe in you guys, believe in you specifically watching. So take care of yourselves. All right. Enjoy life. Go get it.